Hello. I will be starting the stream now. Thank you for coming, anyone who is present or in the future. I appreciate the support. So let me switch over to the other scene. Okay, hello. So I'll start off with introducing myself. Hello, my name is Alex, and I'm a trans artist, and I'm currently raising money for my transition. My pronouns are he, him, or they, them, and if you'd like to support me, you can find my Ko-fi link, my Patreon link, or my commission form all in Linktree, and that should be somewhere in the description. So thank you very much for the support. My Ko-fi goal is still at 0% for the month, so if you'd like to contribute to that, the link should be down there somewhere. So yes, thank you. And for today's stream, we will continue working on our Ko-fi commissions from last month. This is, I believe, the 7th commission for our last donator. And this is based off of one of their fanfictions from AO3 of their favorite ship. I'm just double checking if everything is working, and it all seems okay. So feel free to draw along. And yeah. Just organizing my references first, because I realize I kind of need that. Okay, so I'm gonna be working in some details now. I got like a base general idea down. This will be based off of the wedding scene in their fanfiction. And hello, welcome Flareon, welcome to the stream, it's good to see you again. And yeah, long time no see, welcome. Always glad to see you. How are you doing today? Anything new? I've also been following some of your art on Tumblr, and by the way, really love it. I really love the Sonic kick you're on. And also good morning, Tyler. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for coming, I appreciate it. And yeah, as Tyler mentioned last stream, we were kind of like wondering if you were okay, but I figured I don't want to pressure you to like join the stream all the time, because I understand we all have our different schedules and stamina, so don't you worry about it. We were just like wondering, oh my god, is Flareon okay? We haven't seen them in a while. But yeah, good to see you again. I really appreciate y'all for making the time to be here. Hello and welcome, JJ. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. How are you doing, Tyler and JJ? How are y'all? You are so right. You are so right, JJ. World cold, bed warm. That kind of is the vibe today. Ah, thank you for the hearts. And yeah, no worries, Flareon. I'm glad you took the time for yourself then. And I'm glad things are getting more calm. It sounds like it's been a rough time for you, so I hope you are recovering now. Also, feel free to talk about it if you'd like, if that will help get things off your chest. I'm all ears for the besties. I hope this can be a very safe space for y'all. And yeah, we are very happy to see you again, Flareon. Yes, JJ, they are kissing. This is the wedding scene for the Donators fanfiction. And get a room. No, Tyler, you have to re-steep your tea. Life is a prison, isn't it? One must imagine Sisyphus was happy when he was steeping tea and adding sugar. Yeah. It is giving more macaroni and more cheese. Alas, surely this is the metaphor for life. Are we meant to suffer as such? Perhaps. To suffer is to have good tea. Oh, is this like a quote from 14? Should I not know this? Oh my god. The main theme. Oh my god, I see. I understand, I see. Maybe this is all just a 14 reference, you know? I feel like that's kind of what we're leading up to. I see. Interesting. The song comes full circle in Endwalker. I can't wait to get there. I certainly will look forward to it. I think I will. I can't wait to get very 14 brain, 14 pilled. I've been really enjoying it. Stormblood. Stormblood will be my downfall. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I can't wait. I still need to make some outfits, but honestly, I think quite a few of my outfits can already work. So excited for a new adventure. I feel like I spent forever in Heavensward. Oh, that is that is what I enjoy. War story that focuses on characters and the conflict of self versus culture versus a traumatized society. No, I really enjoy that. Oh, two patches on Stormblood. Right. What are the in-between patches, by the way? I don't think I've really asked that yet. I was still, honestly, I was still reeling from the ending of Heavensward. It was amazing. Really had to absorb that and think about it and appreciate it fully. Oh my god. Women trademark. I love that. Okay, the next two patches are a setup for Shadowbringers and Stormblood, I see. And... okay. I really appreciate y'all for having, like, the roadmap for me so that I am less blind. I see. Okay. So a lot will be happening. Okay. I'll take my time then to absorb the story. Yeah. I feel like that really makes sense because the whole thing about like what I felt playing through 14 so far is that we've been on this really long journey, so it makes sense. Oh, Flareon. Wait, did I miss one of their chats? But let's see. Flareon wanted to say depression shadow meme. Oh yeah. I came across one of Flareon's posts the other day, and it was the um what was it? Was it? I don't think it was a depression shadow meme, but yeah, it's fun. Also, thank you, Cosmic. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. If you're an artist, please feel free to draw along to the stream. I'm just working on some commissions through Ko-fi. So there's a lot of planes. Like, oh shit. Wait, I just looked out my window. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. It's been pretty loud like over here for some reason today, and apparently that's because there's helicopters flying around. That's so weird. Like, okay. Oh, don't worry, Flareon. Sorry for jump scaring you. But yeah. You know, speaking of like Shadow, um, my partner and I actually plan to go see the Shadow movie today after we're done with our work. So, fucking finally. Depression Shadow followed by Longclaw Shadow. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm finally gonna watch the movie. I keep seeing it like pop up on all my social media platforms, and I have to avoid it because I want to watch it for myself. So I'm finally gonna watch it. Yay! I'll probably talk about it on Friday's stream. I can't wait. Oh yeah, yeah. That is the small comic that I thought of earlier. I just realized. Yeah, I sure will give the feedback. I hope my thoughts will be organized after I watch it. literally been so long since I properly watched a movie. Like at the theaters, too. Also, fun fact, in the Philippines, usually we call the theaters the movie house. Oh, thank you so much, Flareon. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was a little worried about how this might turn out, but I think it's not as bad as I was thinking it might be. It's the classic, like, you lift the bride up in your arms kind of pose. Also, after this commission, I'll finally be drawing Yuri. Finally. Some good Wolowa art. As per the request of the donator. But first, I want to finish this one. It's giving the famous BL manga cover from Thailand. Please, if you know the name, please let me know, because Thai BL, honestly, it's quite fun to watch. Actually, speaking of, there is this show that I haven't finished because it got too serious, and I was just like watching it for funsies. I think it was called like King Porsche. It's a Thai BL. I think that's how you spell it. I think that's how you spell it, but it's a mafia bodyguard BL, and it's really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I just didn't finish it because it was getting like the plot was plotting. It was getting serious, and I was just watching it for fun while I eat my breakfast and lunch, and it was a bit much. But so far it's really good. I like it a lot. They're so funny. And yeah, Thailand truly is like the land of BL for me. Because as far as I know, they're quite progressive on the LGBTQ plus community, so we love that. And I'm really glad I went with the vertical canvas this time. It just felt fitting, and it fits a lot more. And hello, Cosmic, thank you for the question. Any tips for new artists? For heads specifically? Interesting question. I feel like I could go very in depth with that, but for heads, I think if you just want to do a practice, I would recommend you try doing like a 360 practice, just sketching out like heads and rotating them around so you can get used to the angles and figure out I guess the system that works for you. Some people use like the full, like the, let me sketch off to the side here. Like some people use like this kind of starting thing to make their face, but most people also use like just the circle and then make it a sphere and stuff. But it really depends on what works best for your mental processing. So I hope that kind of helps as like a short answer. Glad I could help, of course. I'd be happy to answer any questions regarding art and stuff. But yeah, that's just as a quick answer that I hope is pretty well-rounded. Also, speaking of, Do y'all, whenever you sketch a character or draw a character, do you start with the head or the body? And speaking of fun, mod rom-com, oh, you started watching... I've never heard of that. It's Comfy Toxic Yakuza Shenanigans? Wait, link me. Send me a link to that. That sounds fun. I love Yakuza Shenanigans. And Cosmic, you start with the head? Me too. And JJ, you start with the chest? Oh, that's a good point. I kind of like that approach. Personally, I always start from the head and then adjust everything. Because luckily for digital art, it's easy to adjust the position of your character. Like, for example, if I think this hand is too big, so I can just select it and shrink it. So that's a good thing about digital art. And Flareon, you also start with the head. And yeah, structure everything first. Oh, I see. Yeah, I get what you mean, Flareon. I think... yeah, I vibe with that approach too. That's kind of what I did for this piece, because I started out with like a very rough skeleton piece to figure out the composition and pose of these two. So yeah, that makes sense. Oh, and Cosmic, you're a traditional artist. Oh my god, welcome, I love that. I think we have some traditional artists come by in chat sometimes. What kind of medium do you prefer? Like pencil, ink, Copic markers, paint? And JJ, you do a lot of things more uniquely compared to others, but I think as long as it turns out like the way you want it to, then it's all yours. I remember my first art class when I was in elementary school, and we had to like make a character and do the measurement with the heads. I remember I hated that. I didn't like being told like what to do, like what the right way is to do art. So honestly, like whatever works for each person is completely valid. And that's exactly why you never took an art class. You know what? I feel that I'm kind of glad I ended up not going to art college. Like even though it was kind of depressing for me at the time, it probably was better in the long term. It is probably good to like learn fundamentals, but ultimately in a creative sense, it's better to experiment on your own, at least in my opinion. Oh, and sorry, I mixed up my words. Hello, Cosmic. You mostly use pencil and mechanical pencils? Ooh. I love a good traditional pencil sketch and pencil artwork. Yeah, the mechanical pencil truly is peak. I enjoy mechanical pencils specifically because it feels very precise but also flexible. And yeah, the tea about art college is that's usually where many artists have their creative joy destroyed. So I probably saved myself from that by studying in STEM. And yeah, it's so valid if like digital art isn't your vibe. Everyone likes different things, and that's totally okay. I remember I was totally awful at digital art when I first started it. There's a lot to learn. Oh, college killed your love for stage acting. I'm so sorry to hear that, JJ. That is rough. Yeah. Yeah, college certainly is difficult. And I feel that, Flareon. I think that's kind of applicable, being asked at something at first. That's quite applicable to a lot of things. Because there's still plenty to learn. So it makes sense, truly. Oh, that is so fair. Well, I am a digital artist, so if you've got any questions about digital art, I got you. I've learned quite a lot just by streaming and talking with y'all. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Cosmic. That's awesome. Slowly but surely, the trenches of digital art. There's a lot I have to learn too. But I'm really enjoying all this art talk. It's great learning about y'all and how we experience art in different ways. Oh, JJ, you got a new drawing tablet. Congratulations. That's awesome. What kind did you get? Oh, you lost the cords for the old one. Oh. Oh my god, wait, Tyler had a drawing tablet? I didn't know that. And yeah, you're good, JJ. I don't remember a lot of names of things. I'm still using like the same one I've been using for like years. How long has it been? 5 or 6, 7 years? Oh, congratulations, Flareon. You got one for Christmas? That's awesome. I love that for y'all. Yeah, have you tested it out, Flareon? Oh, oh, Tyler. Honestly, that's so valid. That's so fair. Deadass. I used to try wood carving and I bought like these chisels and I never stuck with it. So they're dusting away probably at my parents' house. Oh, and you're drawing with it right now, Flareon. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad it really stuck with you. Congrats. I love that so much. And I agree, Cosmic. So nice. Also, is that like a thing with MTG players? I did not know that. But yeah, screen tablets are the best for digital in my opinion. It feels a lot better. I remember I started out with like a screenless um tablet thingy. I managed to get used to it, but it is kind of more tedious, I think. It was really cheap too. Well, not really cheap, but comparatively. Oh my god. JJ, you're spilling the tea on Tyler. He has 5 decks in the works right now and has 5,000 cards in storage. Honestly, I respect the dedication. Tips for drawing hands. That is a very good question, Cosmic. If anyone else also has tips on drawing hands, feel free to share them. But as for off the top of my head, for me, I feel like it comes with a lot of practice. Like dedicated practice for drawing hands. For me, I find that it helps if I start with the base, like the palm, you know, and then figure out like the muscles of where each finger will go. So here is obviously the thumb, so I can sketch out from there and remember like the knuckles that go into it, and then just draw the finger outwards. What helps as well, I find, is probably making a silhouette of your hand to help you like understand the shape and motion of it. So maybe let's try doing a silhouette of like this hand here, the one that I'm drawing for the commission. So here, this is the base, it's the silhouette of the hand, thumb, and then just a very loose silhouette of it to help you understand the shape. And then from there, you can probably like sketch over it to help you as a guide. So I hope that helped. References definitely help. That's what I do whenever I'm stumped on a hand position. And yeah, literally take pictures of your hand and trace until you get the basic strokes down. Yeah, that is a good way to go about it, JJ. I hope that helped, Cosmic. It was super quick, but it will be in the VOD, so I hope it can be useful. Doing pictures of your own hand is especially a good tip from JJ. Blocking method is definitely helpful because it's very simple, like simplified for you. And then all that there is to it is putting in the details or sectioning out each part of the hand. Oh, and I'm glad to hear that, Flareon. Congrats. And yeah, sometimes it depends on how you want to go about hands. Sometimes you aim for style first and then you eventually get the logic of it. And sometimes people will go for a more like anatomical approach in which they literally study anatomy. I personally have done both because I was a STEM student, so I had to study a ton of anatomy. but also similar with Flareon. I'm very much a fuck it be ball kind of artist when it comes to learning, because eventually when you get the vibe, you'll learn the logic of it and the function. It just comes with a lot of practice, as with everything. I'm glad we can share like all our experiences, by the way. I enjoy this a lot. Oh, Cosmic, you're drawing a birthday picture? That's awesome. A birthday picture for yourself? Oh, and great tip, JJ. Blue sketching pencils. You know what? I did not know that about scanners. That's something I'd like to keep in mind as well, even though I don't do traditional art anymore. That is a fun fact. Thank you very much for the awesome tips and help, JJ. Spiky hair is still my weakness. You know, this is already the 7th commission for our donator from last month. I still haven't gotten used to drawing Naruto type of hair. M. Young. Can you elaborate? Just out of curiosity. I see. I guess I might as well say that I don't take requests through the chat. I only take commissions through Ko-fi or the commission form that is linked in my link tree. So if you really want me to draw something, please check that out. Thank you very much for the understanding and support. Oh, Don Quixote. Oh my god. I see. I've never finished reading Don Quixote. Yes, no requests through chat, please. If you really want me to draw something, please request that in the commission form or the Ko-fi. Thank you very much. Your fave delusional man. I've been meaning to read Don Quixote, but I've never gotten to it. I keep getting distracted. Ellen Cosmic. If you take your time, you'll do your hair good. A little flaws, but good. Honestly, that's a good way to go about it, because if you really want to make good art, it would do well to pour in or dedicate a lot of time to it just to learn and get used to it. Of course, there is such a thing as overworking your artwork, but ultimately, investing time isn't a bad thing. And JJ, you only read it because, oh, One Piece. I didn't know One Piece had a Don Quixote reference. No, that's so valid though. I respect it. Is it spoilers if I ask about Don Quixote of One Piece? And Flareon, thank you very much for the question. Who are y'all's biggest inspirations in art and favorite artist? Oh boy. No, it's rare when someone asks me that. I enjoy this subject. Thank you for the question. So for biggest inspirations, that's an interesting question that I need to think about. But honestly, so far, I feel like I'm very inspired by a lot of the media I consume that are done by artists who have poured a lot into their work, clearly. I would say, no, dead ass. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the author, that mangaka. Yeah, I was about to say. JJ, we've talked about this before. We've actually talked about this before. Yes, Hirohiko Araki is our inspiration. Our shared inspiration. He truly is such an artist, and I really appreciate and respect his mind and creativity and direction in his art. It's very, very beautiful, and maybe not a lot of people understand it, but such is art, you know? Very wonderful stuff. I'm young. I've already told you how the system goes around here. Please don't make requests in the chat. If you really want me to draw something, then yes, thank you, JJ. I was about to say, like, if this keeps up, JJ, you know what to do. Thank you very much. But yeah, for anyone who happens to be watching, either presently or in the VOD, I have a Ko-fi and commission form for a reason in the link tree. Yeah. Straight to jail. Ooh, Julia Gisela? I don't think I've heard of them. Let me look them up. Oh, I see. That's interesting. I've never heard of her, but thank you for sharing, Cosmic. Let me remove Keen Porsche from the commission. But for other art inspirations, trying to think, because I'm sure I've had a lot. Well, the author of Haikyuu is also quite an inspiration to me. The messages and themes of his manga, and also the art style that's very flowy and dynamic. And thank you, Flareon. You would have slapped that guy. I probably should have shut it down sooner. I give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt a little too often, so thank you very much, JJ. Oh, Mr. Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, that is a good inspiration. You know what? I used to really admire and follow Ross Draws. Oh shit, I didn't mean to expand the size of this brush. Let me put that back down. But yeah, Ross Draws was someone who helped me with digital art and stuff. And yeah. I also really enjoy the author of Chainsaw Man's work. It's very, because they make very raw stories and artwork that I absolutely adore. And the way they draw feels very cinematic and interesting. And Flareon! I'm gonna cry! Flareon! Thank you. I'm one of your inspos. Oh my god, thank you. I'm really glad. That makes me happy. I hope I can inspire you and help all of us learn how to use Krita more. I have a lot to learn about Krita, honestly. And I'm really glad. I'm really glad I can join you for your art journey, Flareon. And yeah, Tatsuki Fujimoto, the author of Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch and Goodbye Eri, he really makes phenomenal work, and his line art, it feels very sketchy, but also there's a lot of intention behind it. There's a lot of raw emotions that feel very human. And Cosmic, thank you for your question. When did you start drawing? Oh my god, wait, I think Flareon also asked that in one of the previous streams. I honestly remember drawing since I was like a child in elementary school, probably. But I didn't start professionally doing artwork until like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, where I decided to make this a business. But yeah, I've kind of just been it was kind of like artwork is kind of a part of my identity in a way, in a sense that it just would not go away. Much like my queerness, it would not go away even though I'd stop at times. And it's very special to me in that way. Because I really gave doing other careers a good honest try. It just wasn't working out. And thank you very much for the question, Cosmic. Thank you. Oh wait, JJ, you're talking about Beastars. Oh man, I was going to mention her. I was going to mention the author of Beastars. I really love her artwork. She also makes very raw and flowy and sketchy artwork, and it's so full of emotion and very dynamic. Love her. She's such a freak too sometimes if you read her work, and I love that. Yeah, I do need to pull up Sanda. I do. But yeah, the author of Beastars, wonderful work. And I trust JJ's word because you have good taste, JJ. Someday I'll read Sanda. Oh, I bet her artwork is so good. Of course you have good taste, JJ. Of course. Okay, let me check how long it's been so far. Okay, it's just been an hour. I'm getting better at telling when it's been an hour. So for anyone new here, during these streams, after I do an hour of commissions, I will switch gears and teach anyone here Tagalog, which is the language of the Philippines, and that is because I am a Filipino American, and my bestie who lurks in chat, Tyler, is also Filipino, and so this is kind of our way of connecting with our culture. And also, I haven't spoken Tagalog properly since I moved out, so this is good practice for me. But let's see what y'all's inspirations are first, because I'm really enjoying this. And Cosmic, thank you for the question. What is your goal in your art journey? That's such a good question. I think originally my goal was simply to make art that I personally like, so artwork that is completely mine, I guess. Making something that I thoroughly enjoy rather than doing it for other people, because that's been a huge complex for me. But now currently I do have a financial goal, because so I don't know if you caught my introduction in the beginning, but hello, I'm Alex with an X, because people mishear me sometimes, but I am a trans artist who is raising money for my transition. So I now have a financial goal to raise money with my art so that I can get HRT and top surgery. So yeah, that's my current goal right now. And JJ, Yoshitaka Amano. Wait, what did they? That sounds so familiar. That sounds very familiar. A traditional only. Great with color. Ooh, wait, are they the artists for Final Fantasy? Is that who you're talking about? Also, let me pull up the Tagalog notes. So I'll cover my screen real quick. Can this move, please? Okay, there we go. All right, just gonna switch over to the Tagalog notes. Yeah, that's why their name was really familiar. Yeah, I loved their artwork too. I remember I wanted to try studying it, but I never got around to it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we got the Tagalog notes up. Let me just pull this back down. These are the notes from last stream, so we can review them first. The important ones at least. Yeah, you're so right, JJ. That is absolutely the vibe I felt. It feels very ethereal. And just magnificent. And thank you so much, Flareon. Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel like I kind of have a lot to say about like trans stuff and transitioning. And I'm really grateful for all the support I've gotten so far. I think it's been, let's see, I started in October, so how many months has that been? So, 1, 2, almost 3 months, I think. Oh my god. Since I've been like properly out and actively trying to medically transition. So thank you so much for everyone's support. This means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Okay, so yeah. So thank you so much for the hearts and thank you so much for the love. So let's take a look at some Tagalog now. We finished with like commission and art stuff, so now we're doing language. So this is what we went over yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, on Monday's stream. So last stream we started off with Tagalog verb conjugation, as well as just how to structure a sentence in Tagalog. It's time for a Tagalog class, yeah. This really takes me back to my tutoring days. I used to volunteer as a tutor online, so this is so... I'm glad I have the experience to do this now. So, I think a lot of y'all have missed last stream, so we can go over the main part of the lesson from last time. And also to review, because it was honestly a lot to take in. So, we're learning how to structure a sentence, and one part of that sentence are your subject pronouns, as well as your possessive pronouns, but that's going to be in the back burner for now. So I will only be reviewing the subject pronouns with y'all. So the basic sentence structure in Tagalog would be a conjugated verb and then a pronoun. So let's look at the subject pronouns. So first we have I or me. This is ako. This is ako. Then you, singular, is ka. Ka. And then for Tagalog, the pronouns, all the pronouns are gender neutral. So for he, she, or they, singular, that's going to be siya. It looks like siya, but it's pronounced siya. So for all the singular subject pronouns, you have ako, ka, and siya. Then onto the plural subject pronouns. We have sila. Sila is they, but plural. Tayo is we, inclusive. And there's two different types of we pronouns in Tagalog. So for tayo, the inclusive version of we, kind of refers to like everyone in the vicinity or the function or the room. So when we say kain tayo, like everyone here, let's eat. Let us eat. But for kami, the exclusive version of we, that would probably refer to like, for example, um, me and JJ, but not the rest of you. That would be kami. It's exclusive. Kami giving gif of girls with the red solo cup. No, yeah. Yeah. It's basically we, but not including like everyone in the function. Yeah. So that's the difference between tayo and kami. And finally, we have kayo, which is you all, plural. So this is the new vocabulary we learned last stream, and I hope that helps. I know it's a lot to take in at first, but we will practice with these. And for the possessive pronouns, it's a little complicated, so I don't think I will review that until we are using examples from these. So, sound good? Everyone feeling kind of caught up to speed? After this, we will be going over the 5 verb types, starting with mag verbs. And stupid question, but important to you. Don't worry, JJ. Can you use kayo, like how I use y'all? I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure that will just translate to y'all or you all. If there is a casual kind of version for kayo, I don't know it, but I think that would be acceptable. Yeah, as far as I've heard, Tagalog being spoken. Yay! I'm glad to bestow upon you all these tools. So, with the subject pronouns out of the way and reviewed, we can move on to some verb conjugation. And Tyler, feeling good, yay! Absolutely not taken back to high school. It's kind of feeling like that, huh? It's alright. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling that vibe too, but that's fine. Okay, so let's move on to the verb types. Yeah. So there's 5 different verb types in Tagalog, and we're going to start with the mag verbs, which is the simplest verb type. So here you've seen some of our work from last stream. From mag verbs, as you can see, all of them have a mag in front of them. So after that mag will be the root words. So the important thing in Tagalog with verbs, it's a good idea to be able to identify these root words. So for mag verbs, the root word for magluto, to cook, would be luto. And then the root word for maglakad, to walk, would be lakad. And then the root word for magbasa would be basa. So it would be excluding the mag part of the word. And all of this is, of course, like to cook, to walk, to read. It's not conjugated yet. So the reason why it's important to identify the root words in these verbs, let me pull up my notes real quick so I can be organized for once. Okay, so the important part of why you want to be able to identify root words is because when you conjugate these verbs, you will need to know where to put their root words. So let me show you the formula of how to conjugate in the present tense. And this is only for mag verbs in the present tense. Oh my god, we're finally conjugating verbs. So first, you will have nag plus the first syllable of the root word. And then you will add on the root word. So let me just have this up here so y'all can see it. So what this looks like, examples for magluto, to cook, that will become nag, lu, the first syllable of the root word, and then the root word luto, nagluluto. And there we go, we conjugated a verb. Congratulations! And then to make this a full sentence, you have to attach, oh, whoops, there we go. So to make this a full sentence, you have to attach a subject pronoun. So then you could say, oh wait, let me answer JJ's question. So Mr. C, yes, that's me. If you conjugated magbasa, it would be nagbabasa. Correct. Tama. Tama. Okay, tama means correct, by the way. I forgot I was going to introduce the special word of the day, and I forgot to do that last stream, but let's say it's tama. Tama means correct. Yeah, you got it right, JJ. So for magbasa, that would be nagbabasa. And that is, of course, to read. Let me just like write it down here for reference. Nagbabasa. And of course, okay, you are close, Cosmic. So I was going to get into that, so let's formulate a sentence. So sentence structures would be conjugated verb plus subject pronoun, at least for subject-focused verbs and subject-focused sentences. Also, wow, you're cooking ramen. That's fun. So if you want to say, I am cooking, you would first conjugate magluto to, let me do this capital N, nagluluto. And then what is the subject pronoun for I? If y'all want to answer that question first. So nagluluto. For ka, that would be you are cooking. But that is the right idea. So nagluluto ka would be you are cooking. For I am cooking, it would be nagluluto ako. Yeah. It's alright, this is all new vocabulary for you, so it's understandable. So yes, I am cooking is nagluluto ako. How about they, plural, are reading? Oh, and teacher, oh, you don't remember? Okay, let's review the subject pronouns again. And feel free to take notes if it helps. But of course, like, this is an actual school, so don't sweat it. So let's review the subject pronouns again. And of course, these pronouns are specifically for subject-focused sentences. which is the verb plus the pronoun. I think it would probably be nagluluto ako, maybe si ramen? Nang ramen? I'm really bad at particles, by the way. So you would insert a particle, I believe, for ramen. And can we put a little subject pronoun tree? Of course, of course. Do you mean as in like having this copied over to the other side of the screen? It's a lot of writing, I'm sorry, Tyler. But if you want to practice subject pronouns and conjugating verbs, we could write that little chart and you'll send it to me? Okay, let me see. Let me see what you're talking about. Also, disclaimer for new people. I am relearning Tagalog and I'm not a huge expert on it. I've only grown up hearing a bunch of Tagalog and failing at speaking it because my family likes to make fun of me sometimes when I try to speak it. So yeah, I'm relearning it now. Yeah, let me insert some of the other verbs down here. And okay, you sent it. Thank you. Oh, I see. So like a chart of the subject pronouns, but like, do you want me to have the translations or no translations so that it's more of a challenge? Either or. Messiah ko. What is Messiah? Looking that up. Don't mind me. You don't know. Oh, you Googled? Let me translate. Oh, you're happy. I see. Messiah means happy, at least in the Google Translate. Still though, galing, magaling, very good for using the pronouns. You're good, Cosmo. Cosmic. Okay, let me set this on another layer so that we have more room. So let's put up the subject pronouns here. So starting with ako, I or me, ka, you, singular, siya, he, she, or they, singular, and then sila, they, plural, tayo, we, us, inclusive, kami, also we, but exclusive, and then kayo. So we'll keep this on the side so it's easier. And then we can practice conjugating mag verbs. Okay, so do practice. This is in the present tense. Okay, what question shall I do? Let's say he is reading. Should I pull up the verbs actually? I think I should pull up the verbs. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so this is our verb list as well. Magluto. Okay. Cosmic, are you cheating again? Tulungan mo ako. Something something you me. I feel like I've heard that before. Okay, so here we go. We've got our little cheat sheets here to help us practice. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Make sure to not rely on Google too much because from my experience, Google with Tagalog hasn't been the most accurate. It sometimes feels unnatural and takes things literally too much sometimes. Spoken Tagalog has been very difficult to learn because it's really awkward to translate sometimes through Google. Yeah, there's a lot of nuance in Tagalog, at least different from English, just like as a disclaimer for you to be aware of. So yeah, maybe for like a simple vocabulary it can work, but make sure not to rely on it too much because it can be a little goofy sometimes. Okay, so let's get to practicing conjugation. So let's say he is reading. How would you translate that? Let me write down other examples as well. Okay, so the first one, he is reading. Nagbabasa siya. Nagbabasa siya. Correct. Fairly easy, right? So nagbabasa siya. He is reading. And of course, it can be she is reading, they are reading. Contextual. Oh my god, my besties are flirting in chat. Okay. Galing, galing. Galing is good or good job or something like that. It's what my mom says when I do something right. I'm sorry, Cosmic. They are partners, so yeah. Just besties being besties, you know? Don't worry, Cosmic. They are together, yes. Okay, good job on the first one. Yeah, time for a ship. So, the second example, we, exclusive. Let's say me and my partner are walking. We are walking. How would we translate that? And naglalakad tayo. So naglalakad tayo. First part is correct. For tayo, what kind of we pronoun is that? Because there's two different we pronouns for Tagalog. Are we exclusive walking or are we inclusive walking? I'm sorry, JJ. I'm sorry. And yes, Tyler, naglalakad kami. Naglalakad kami. I'm sorry, JJ. I appreciate that you are welcoming to all. But yes. It would be translated to naglalakad kami. I'm being that teacher that throws in curveballs. I'm sorry. I apologize. Alright, good job so far. Pretty simple, right? So, last example, unless y'all want some more, you all are cooking. How would you translate that? I know. We, us, the neighborhood, the birds, the clouds. Yeah. You know, just being inclusive. Tayo is very inclusive. That's why I love using the example, kain tayo, because like you would hear that at the function or at the party. Because yeah, everyone, literally everyone, come and eat your food. And yeah, me too, JJ. It is very much it's the kind of thing that sounds familiar to me. And yes, you all are cooking would be translated to nagluluto kayo. Yay, good job. Very good. So yes, nagluluto kayo. You all are cooking. And you, yes, you're all cooking. So yeah, that is how you conjugate mag verbs. And so far, do we have any questions or do we need any more examples? How are you all feeling about this? If you're ready to move on to the next verb type. Oh my god, thank you, JJ. Oh my god, thank you, I'm cooking. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love being called Mr. C. Also, for context, my last name has C in it, so that's why I am Mr. C. I love that. This is healing me for real. Ano, yes. Don't worry. Ano is a very basic word, so that's fine. Ano is kind of just like what? Like what? Like I hear my mom say that a lot. Like ano ba yan? What's happening? What's going on? No, I feel that, Tyler. No, me too. Me too. I'm feeling like I'm unlocking all my family secrets by learning Tagalog finally, like properly. And it's great because like these sentence structures are so simple and easy to understand. It's literally just you conjugate the verb and attach a pronoun and you've got a sentence. And yes, Tyler, nagluluto ka. You're cooking. Ano na? Oh, as in like what's up? Like ano na, what's up? I guess I might have heard that before. Ano ba yan is like I guess kind of, it feels annoyed to me, you know? Like, what's happening? What's up? But usually when you greet someone, like, what's up? How are you? It'd be like, kumusta ka? Kumusta ka? But I think ano na. And you know what? Maybe I just haven't had a lot of casual Filipino friends who said ano na a lot. But usually I hear kumusta, kumusta ka, kumusta po. Oo. Nagluluto ka, Cosmic. Okay, magaling, magaling. Very good job, everyone. Y'all cooked. Um, so this is a pretty simple lesson, I think. Do you all want to get started on the next verb type? How are we feeling? Because I feel like it's really simple, so we could fit in another verb type. Got a vote for yes. I'll start writing in the notes, but I will be awaiting JJ's and Tyler's answers, and also Flareon if you're still around. No pressure, of course. You're so free to lurk. So far, I'm feeling much better than last time. I guess last time was just a moment of weakness, because low-key, I was recovering from stuff. But right now, I think we could move on, at least to the second verb type, and then we can call it a stream there. A little teaser for next time? Okay, sure, we can do that. That's so perfect. That is so fine, Tyler. So let's do a little teaser for the next verb type. The next verb type, of course, we will only do identifying the root word as a teaser and then stop it there. Oh, thank you for checking the time, Flareon. Thank you so much. Yeah, so it's approaching 2 hours, I see. That would be a good time to stop. So let's do a teaser for the next verb type. The next verb type is ma. Let me do capital A. Ma verbs. It's very similar to mag verbs. Very, very similar, so it should be easy. So examples of ma verbs, some new vocabulary. And these were things I heard a lot growing up, at least without the ma part. So some examples for these verbs would be maligo, which means to shower. Matulog, which means to sleep. And finally, we have manood, which means to watch. So yeah, as you can see, similar pattern. Sorry, I looked up in the chat. JJ. Oh my god. Tyler Bajo? Bajo is stinky, by the way. Oh my god, y'all brutal. Ligo na, Tyler. Oh my god, wonderful. So as you can see, it's very similar pattern to the mag verbs in which they all start out with ma, and after that will be the root word. So for maligo would be ligo, matulog is tulog, manood would be nood. So I will leave that off there and we can start to close the stream. Let me switch over to the ending screen. Oh, Tyler. Tyler. To watch anime. Oh, don't worry. I will reintroduce myself before I close and of course express my sincere gratitude for all of your support. Oh, I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. Thanks for watching. Okay. Oh my gosh, stinky hugs. Mabaho. Mabaho. Stinky. I think the way to conjugate that would be... Wait, that would be an object-focused pronoun. I mean, object-focused sentence, I believe. So we have yet to dive into that, but eventually in the future streams we will. So, anyways, thank you everyone. JJ. I've unlocked so much vocabulary for y'all today. Oh my god. Galing. Very good. Very, very good practice. But thank you so much everyone for both supporting me and engaging in the stream, entertaining my Tagalog lessons, and watching me work on commissions. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And of course, welcome Cosmic. Thank you for chatting here, since I think you are new here, I believe. I'm sorry if that is not the case. I sincerely apologize, but thank you. And oh, okay, so you are new here. Thank you for joining us. Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. This has been such a blast. I really appreciated talking a lot about art and stuff, and having everyone be engaged in learning Tagalog. I'm seriously healing that part of my trauma. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for coming, Flareon. It's been so nice seeing you again. I hope you take care. I hope all of y'all have a great rest of your days. I will reintroduce myself before I forget. Hello, my name is Alex. I'm a trans artist, and I'm currently raising money for my transition. My pronouns are he, him, or they, them. And if you'd like to support me, you can support me through my Ko-fi, my Patreon, or by commissioning me. And all those relevant links will be in the link tree linked in my description. So thank you so much for all the support, and all of y'all, I hope you have a great rest of your days and take care of yourselves, and I will stream again this week on Friday around the same time. All right, thank you so much. Have a good one. Goodbye. And thank you. Perfect outro. Thank you.